Good morning. We are in Halstead, just literally down the road from where we are, and it's 7:48. So I did an inspection on this property a couple of weeks ago now, and it's all fine. It's got a plastic consumer unit, but nothing to worry about. No issues there with anything. Yeah, nothing to worry about at all really. Everything's earthed, but there was a couple of issues when I come to do inspection, or be inspecting behind some light switches and stuff. So the upstairs lighting circuit, there was some green goo, so it didn't affect the... Good morning. Anyway, battery went flat on the GoPro. So as I was saying, there was green goo in the upstairs lighting circuit around some of the cables in the switches. It didn't affect the installation resistance testing. The results were all okay, but I recommended to the landlord that it gets looked at or remedied ASAP. So he's actually gone for it, which is good. He's actually a landlord that cares about the condition of his installation. So yeah, so what we're doing here today: bathroom, spare bedroom, hallway, and then one bedroom here, master. Obviously it's two-way down there. What we're doing is we are using Quinetic switches. He doesn't want us chasing any of the walls, or me chasing any of the walls, which is obviously going to lead to repair, so we're using wireless switches to rewire this upstairs lighting circuit. So what we've got is TLC provided these. So we've got the normal, obviously 6 amp receivers, and then what he's gone for is the MK grid switches, because we're going to use the existing boxes in the walls. So yeah, we're going to use the existing boxes in the walls, use MK switches, which will make it nice and neat, because the other Quinetic switches are a little bit strange, whereas obviously that's what he's got at the moment there. Everywhere else is different. There's a dimmer there and dimmer there and stuff, but obviously we're not doing anything with these. But this is the two-way for downstairs, so we'll be renewing this one. And yeah, cracking on upstairs. So gonna get prepped, gonna get the loft open, because basically the fuse board is here, so I need to work out, that's the back window, that's there, I need to work out where that comes up, because I need to lift the floorboard. So I think it's going to come up around here maybe, or maybe just into the bathroom. So there are a couple of boards that have come up before, so I'll probably take that up first of all, instead of disturbing any of this lino. And this is stepped as well, so yeah, if we can get to it from here, that would be great. So yeah, let me crack on and I'll report back. Right, so I've taken some of the switches away. I don't know if you can see this, it's only very slight, but see the green goo just there? It's just started in a couple of places around the lighting circuit, so that's why we're doing that, because yeah, it'll only get worse. Yeah, and then eventually when it gets really bad, it'll just be dribbling out this switch and the other switches and stuff. So yeah, it's worth nipping it in the bud for the sake of a day's work. Yeah, so the only problem I foresee is all of these boxes in the walls are, that's a receiver, all these boxes in the walls are 16mm, and I think these wireless switches are, they might be alright, might just be alright, I don't know. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that's that deep, and obviously that's a 16mm box, so yeah, it might be alright. Just, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that was the only problem I potentially foresee. Yeah, so got the switches away now. I'm not going to isolate the lighting circuit until I've run some cables in the loft, because there's a loft light up there already. In fact, I'll just quickly show you that. So yeah, so that one needs replacing. That's for the bedroom. Two-way for downstairs. We're going to mount a switch. Obviously, at the moment we've got a pull cord for the bathroom, but this is a stud, so I think we'll get a single plasterboard wall box, stick that in there, and then obviously just that one there. So, but yeah, we've got the loft, got to lift that floorboard. That'll be my first port of call, see where the fuse board goes down. And then loft is initially boarded around the chimney breast, around here, and just across here. So everything we need to get to bathroom wise is that way. Lounge light's going to be just here, and then the front bedroom is just over there. So it should be all nice for us to access. Yeah, and probably just going to mount the, not sure where I'm going to mount the adaptable box yet, but it'll probably be over here somewhere. So yeah, if there's any problems, it's accessible, and if the switches need to be repaired with the receivers, then it's accessible. Yeah, so right, just going to finish my coffee, and then we'll get that floorboard up. It's now a reasonable time. I think it's, what time is it? 8:15. So it's all right. Bring some floorboards up. There's some noise next door, so I think the neighbours are up. And yeah, so we'll get crack on and I'll update you. Oh, my phone hasn't stopped this morning. So right, in the bathroom there's this little cupboard, airing cupboard. So I worked out the fuse board's directly below this, so pulled the lino back. Unfortunately I've torn it in a couple of places because it was stuck down twice, as well as being masticed, which I run a Stanley around the side to try and do it, stop it tearing. But this adhesive stuff is so sticky, it's torn a little bit. So obviously I'll just let the landlord know. Shouldn't be too much of an issue because it's in an airing cupboard. And then there was some thin board which I've cut away. Lifted two boards out, and as you can see a bit of light down there. That's where the fuse board is. So this works quite well for me. And that looks proper ropey, that does. Yeah, it works quite well. Fuse board, so I run the new supply from the fuse board up in the corner into the loft space, into my adaptable box, and then that should come out just over there in the corner. So yeah, that works quite well, so that's good. That's a good start. So what I'll do now, drill my hole in the ceiling over in that corner, and bring him up through that board up there. It's a bit of a pain with these things in here with regards to trunking and stuff. I might just clip him direct. Shouldn't really get much impact there, but I'll see what I've got in the van, see if I've got some trunking. Worst case, I could always bring him over here, up through this board, and up this corner, and that way I can put him in some trunking. But not quite decided yet, but we'll make a decision very shortly, and then go from there. Right, so I'm just going to prep this adaptable box. It's not flat, which ain't great, but yeah. So what I'm thinking is, we've got 4 lights. One's obviously 4 lights. One's going to be two-way, so we can program these for two-way anyway. So I'm thinking we put them along like that, and then supply will come in here. Probably going to secure this down to the floor actually. Yeah, supply will come in one side, and then with stuffing gland, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 stuffing glands where we've got the cables coming in. So front bedroom, landing, back bedroom, bathroom. So the cables come straight in into the receivers, and then obviously we'll have our supply in where we can loop in and out of. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just prepping this, and yeah. Alright, so the adaptable box, can't even talk. So I'll prep the adaptable box. Stuffing glands in, so front bedroom, hallway, back bedroom, bathroom, main supplies coming in, and then we've put these 3 M pads, stuck them on here, ready for the receivers to sit there, stick on. What I'll probably do is just stick a little screw through there as well, just to secure them in place. And then we'll have the main supply in. We'll obviously loop into a Wago big enough, and then we'll have power supply coming out of here into there, obviously bringing it into the receiver and then out, which will then go out through the stuffing gland. So yeah, so we're prepped now. So we'll take this up in the loft, secure it in position, or secure it in position actually once I've finished doing it, wiring it. But effectively, that's what it's going to look like. So yeah. Oh, right. Cobwebs. Cobwebs. Yeah. Right. Ugh, more cobwebs. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Right. Let's lean through. Get that supply cable. Which is that there. So, what we're going to do is we'll probably mount that adaptable box here. Chimneys. Turn the unilighter from it. Actually, let's turn it on. Loft hatches there. So my supply comes in here. Probably mount it about here, to be honest. Shouldn't be in the way. It's under the rafters. It's not going to get kicked and damaged and stuff like that. So probably going to secure it down here. But yeah, before I secure it in place, what I'm going to do is get this supply in, and then get that in place, get some Wagos in place, and start wiring that, or throwing some cables, or not throwing some cables, but putting some cables around the loft to different light fittings, and then yeah, we'll get everything back to this wiring centre, and then start connecting up. Right, before everyone comments, and I'm not wearing a mask, I'll go and get one. It's actually not too bad up here, not too much insulation around. It's not that dirty, so run the cable over from the back bedroom. We haven't clipped it in place yet, but I'll do that shortly. Once it's all installed in the adaptable box. One from the back bedroom, so that's fine. So we've got supply in from the board, and then out to the them 2 rooms. Hallway is underneath this board, so I need to go and get my drill and take a couple of these boards up just to remove them to get to that pendant, and then it's just through to the bathroom, which is a little bit tight, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. So right, been wearing a mask now. Dust's all settled in here. You can see by the unilight there's no dust around, so everything's been moved, everything's been run now. So we've done all the disturbing of the insulation and all the dust is settled, so that's why I've taken my mask off. Right, so we've got hallway, back bedroom, front bedroom, and and bathroom. Right, so there are all my supplies to the pendants, and then that one there is a supply from the board. So what I'm going to do now is secure the adaptable box down in place, dress all them in through the stuffing glands, tighten them up, and then start making them off, making the connections inside the fuse board. So yeah, the fuse board, adaptable box where all the receivers are, not a fuse board. Right, this is where we are. So we've secured the adaptable box in place with screws and washers, as you can see. So what we've done is I haven't clipped any of these cables yet. These need all clipping in place, but they're effectively going to be clipped down there. They go underneath here through that hole that I've cut out with a hole saw. I don't know how big that is. How big is it? 40mm. Gave it plenty of room. So yeah, go down that hole there. They then spring up here, 3 of them. So we've got, and obviously then they loop into the stuffing glands. They're not done up yet. I've not secured them in place yet, but yeah, so we've got front bedroom, nearest the front of the house, makes sense. Hallway, next in line, back bedroom, and then this one, which is the bathroom, is going to be dressed in from over there. I'm going to bring that round. I'm going to bring them round there, and then possibly cut a hole here and another one here just to bring that out. So yeah, that's where we are as it stands. Once we've got these in place, we've made the supply off and then loop these. Sorry, got a runny nose. Then we'll make these off into the receivers, and yeah, we'll come back to you. Right, so we've got the bathroom feed to the pendant just over there, and then the feed from the board, and what we're trying to do is get it under this board and up through this hole, so then we can feed it into the adaptable box. I've got the mega set of super rod, which are amazing, but I do keep this tiny little cheapy set in my tool bag just for times like this, where all I want to do is pull a couple of little cables from A to B, and I want to do it quite quickly without having to go to the van. And it's quite lazy, but here we go. Perfect. I know it's quite lazy, but it's just handy to have these available to me. So yeah, they are a very, very cheap set, as you can see, but they do the job. Tool zone, 13 piece 330mm cable accessory kit. Does the job like that, saves me going to the van, and yeah, but you know, market leaders by far, the super odd ones. I mean, these are bendy, but I've broken before because I've tried to bend them too much. So yeah, you can't beat the super odd ones, but these are alright for just a quick pulling a cable quickly when you can't bother to go to your van, like I can't. So right, so we've wired all these in now into this adaptable box. So as you can see, cuddling the Unilight, front bedroom, hallway, back bedroom, and bathroom. Stuffing glands are all done up. These are all nice and tight. No single insulated cables outside the enclosure. So this is our oh, excuse me. This is our feed in, neutral in, and earth, and obviously the supplies then feed out of this into each inside of the receiver, and then these cables come in here, come out the outside, and then go to the the independent pendant, or the particular pendants that they supply. So yeah, nice neat job. Going to put these little covers on now, but other than that, a little bit of testing, and then we'll start. Oh god, excuse me, a bit of insulation in my throat. Yeah, we'll start a little bit of testing, and then we'll start ripping the old pendants off, or not off, but taking the old pendants out, taking all these wires out, obviously making the circuit dead first, and then start wiring the new cables into the pendants, and then yeah, livening up once we've tested. So yeah, we'll go from there. Cool. Right, got my hat back on. Some window cleaners just turned up and cleaned the guttering out before this place gets rented out again, and they left the front door open and the back door open, and as you can see, it's still frosty outside, so it's absolutely freezing. Plus I've got no hair, so yeah, get this back on. Oh, right, so stripped the cables out, obviously proved dead downstairs, disconnected the upstairs lighting circuit, proved dead with downstairs, went round as well here, made sure the cables were dead, cut them off. Bathroom, that's got to come down, didn't realise that that's there, so I'll run a cable from the bathroom light to there, because I think that switched at the same time as the bathroom light. I've got to cut them ones out properly, but yeah, I just tested the I wasn't sure, but I just tested the Quinetic switches, see if they fit in there, and they do, in a 16mm back box, which is great, and then the faceplate goes on like that. So yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to fit, but actually they fit a treat, so yeah, it's all good. So what we're going to do is, if I can get this out, I'll get the fucking thing out now, excuse my language. Beep. Right, yeah, so that's them there. So what I'm going to do is, I've decided this supply cable obviously is going to come from that hole. It's going to come down the wall in a bit of trunking. It's going to come down the wall in a bit of trunking, like that. We'll use some U-clips or whatever they are to prevent premature collapse. Concrete wall. Screw that trunking into there. Go down, drill through there, then underneath those pipes, and then feed down into the fuse board. So what I'm going to do, just going to go and get my multi-function tester, test for continuity, do some insulation resistance testing, but I don't know what the instruction says about these Quinetic receivers. I'm assuming you've probably got to be very careful with them, so I'll probably just test at 250 and just note it on the certificate that I've tested at 250, and yeah, that's about it. So it don't think it really says anything in the instructions. So, but yeah, all it says about is pairing. But yeah, we'll test at 250 volts, insulation resistance testing, and then that shouldn't damage them. And yeah. Alright, so just about to clip some cables in place. This is what I use most of the time. It's the DeWalt cable stapler. It's brilliant, saves so much time, so quick, and best of all, the staples are metal with plastic insulator around them, around the top, so don't damage the outer sheathing. But with obviously the metal staples, you conform to the 18th edition, so premature collapse. So yeah, so the box of 540, about 10 quid. So they're more expensive than normal cable clips, but you're not smashing your fingers to pieces, you're not dropping them all over the place. So I think they're a lot better. But yeah, I'll just show you. It like that, and then like that. So that's what you get you get 3, I mean they're obviously only 1.5, but you get 3 of those together like that, and how quick is that? So yeah, we'll go around and I'll show you once I've finished doing that. There we go, clip there, that one goes to the small bedroom, this one is then clipped all the way along, both together nice and neat, and then they come around the other side of this chimney breast. Around the other side of this chimney breast there, tee off, which goes to that front bedroom light, and then this one comes across there. Yeah, it goes across the top of the rafters, but I don't think this place is going to be accessed that much. Certainly not going to be a loft extension as it stands, because it's a rental, and I'd rather do that than drill through the ceiling joists and weaken them, because they are literally just near the join as well. As you can see, there's a join where they overlap. So yeah, I'd rather just go across the top there. Right, so we've installed the adaptable box down here. Sorry, my GoPro ran out, so I'm on my phone now. So we've installed the adaptable box up here in the loft. I've tested the circuit. Obviously it's brand new, so all the test results are perfect. I've connected all the light pendants, and now it's wired into the board. It's gone into the board by a 20mm stuffing gland, which I'll show you after. And now I'm up in the loft, just pairing the switches. So what we do, we've got a bank of switches here, and then there and there. So what we do, we hold the receiver for 3 seconds, light comes on, we get the switch, click it once, that's paired. So that one's for the hallway. That's done. So front bedroom, hallway. Now back bedroom, light comes on, click the switch, light goes out. Back bedroom's done. So now we've paired one for the hallway, but we want to do two-way. So we press that again. Then we click that. Then we turn it on with that one. Turn it off with that one. Turn it on with that one. Turn it off with that one. So that is top of the stairs, bottom of the stairs for the hallway. So each one of these receivers you can install 10 switches on. So let's do the last one, which is the bathroom. Light comes on, click that, goes out. You can't see that because the bathroom's over that way, but essentially there we go, they're all paired. And that is our Quinetic. Pretty trick really, but great bit of kit. Revolutionised the electrical industry, because now I've pretty much rewired a lighting circuit, not damaged absolutely anything. So they're a little bit more expensive. Each receiver is about 25 quid, and the switch is about 20 quid, and then you've got to buy the little metal frame that it goes in and the faceplate, but well worth it because you're not paying hundreds of pounds for a plasterer to come and make good. So yeah, they're all paired now. So what I'm going to do is label these up. So front bedroom, hallway, back bedroom, bathroom. I label them up with a label maker, tidy all this crap up, and we'll go and install these switches. These two are already installed. That's the front bedroom and the hallway. Use the existing back boxes. Simple as that. So what you do, you have this metal cage which screws into the existing back box. You then get your Quinetic light switch. He clips in there like that. And then he just screws on there like that. A little bit of making good to do around here. I'll probably put some decorator's cork just around there, just to finish that off for the client. And then yeah, with the bathroom, the switch is here. That comes on, that comes on. I'm just going to mount him there, hopefully in a little plasterboard back box. Yeah, got to get that pull cord down as well. Okay, so I was going to cut a hole here for a plasterboard back box one gang, but I think there's studs here and I didn't want to have to cut the stud out and all that, so I've got a little 15mm, 16mm pattress which fits nicely in the corner there. So yeah, supply comes down there. That's going to get filled with intrapresent sealant to fire seal the ceiling again, although it's lava plaster, so it's shite anyway, but I'll seal it. That's all. Got a couple of D-clips in there. D-clips, U-clips, whatever you want to call them, premature collapse. And then my supply cable comes down there. Drilled a couple of holes for it there, through there, and then down into the board. So yeah, board's there. All I've done is come down there. Sorry about the black stuffing gland for people with OCD. I have, but yeah, I couldn't do anything else. I haven't got any white ones. So it comes in there, goes across, and obviously we'll relabel this one here. So yeah, the rest is a bit of a mess, but here's what it is. So it's all closed up now. The adaptable box, all the glands are all nice and tight. The cables are not going anywhere. It's all clipped to the joists, and I've labelled it my details in case anyone needs to get hold of me. 230 volts, got an earthing connection in there, so I'll put an earth label and wireless receivers for upstairs lighting. Also left instructions just in case the next guy comes along, doesn't know how to use or repair the switches to the receivers. Leave the instructions just inside the adaptable box. So yeah, that's what it looks like. All good. Right, we're going to get out of the loft now and tidy up, go home. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. I'll take a couple of pictures of the final bit where I've labelled all the where all the receivers are. I'll take a final picture of that, but other than that, I hope everyone has a good New Year. You'll probably see this after New Year, so I hope everyone had a good New Year, and we'll see you in 2021. See you later.